Hey Virgo, it's Suzanne with Sunny Forest Tarot here to do a weekly reading for you. And we're going to start by pulling a question card for you. All right, so we'll see what Spirit wants to talk about. If the question doesn't resonate, the reading probably won't. Okay, there might be little tidbits in there for you, but certainly sometimes it may just not be your week. All right, so what do we have here? Long lost love or separation? The question here is, does this person consider reaching out? So you want to know if this person might be considering reaching out to you. What is a question they would have for you? All right, so you're wondering if this person might be considering reaching out, and also what would be a question that they might ask you right now? All right. So that's what we're looking at here. All right, so we're going to start with some oracle cards. I'm using the Sacred Forest Oracle by Denise Lynn. And then this is the Pure Magic deck. And I don't know who makes that deck. But anyway, we're going to pull a card for you and for your person. Okay, and then we're going to pull one of these cards. These cards are kind of, well, they're separated into fire, air, earth, and water. Whoops. Okay. Boogie had to be put in his little house because, right, Barn? Because he was coming over to Barneyville. And yeah, and basically I have gates that separate one half of the house to the other half. And not because, that they don't get along, but Barney thinks he's an only dog. So he's the only one that gets to sit in here when I'm, doing readings. The other two love sitting at the window, and, they just have, it's just the dynamic that we've created, right? And Barney came over to Boogiesville, which is this side of the house, and Boogistan is the other side of the house, and it's separated by a wall. So anytime somebody crosses the border, meaning if Barney goes into Boogistan or Boogie comes over to Barneyville, Barney is very territorial, and he likes his own half of the house, and Boogie doesn't care. Boogie just goes where the fun is. Barney has a challenge sometimes. He'll leave food in his dish, and then that's usually why Boogie crosses the border. But anyways, Boogie's in his house, and I hear Pebbles out there. She's by herself right now, and she doesn't like being by herself. So if you hear barking in the background or whining, it's little Pebbly Poo. She just kind of goes with the flow with the boys, but she usually is with Boogie. She kind of acted like Boogie's mama when I got Boogie 2 years after I got Pebbles and Barney. So that's a little tidbit there. Anyway, so let's see what we have here. What do we have? All right, we have courage. What are you getting some courage to do here? Okay, the number here is 3. So are you getting some courage to communicate, perhaps? All right, so for this person, we have stillness. Okay, so look at the reflecting pool. Whoever you're dealing with, Virgo, might be somebody with the master number down here, number 33. This person might be in some way teaching you something. Okay? They might be teaching you something without you even knowing it. So what do we have here? All right, so we have snake skin. This number 20 breaks down to the number 2. So, I feel like we're dealing with only 2 in this in this particular reading. We have, look at this, we have information, secrets, body language, and senses. So this is about, this might be about you potentially communicating with somebody. You might be communicating some information or secrets. You might be somebody that can sense or read body language from your person. I don't know. Sometimes this doesn't necessarily make complete sense in the beginning. So let's go to your question here. Does this person consider reaching out to you? Is this somebody that was in your life a long time ago, or were they in your life last week and there's been some type of separation? Does one person in this particular connection travel for work a lot? Sometimes people live in one place half the year and a different part of the country the other half of the year. There could be a lot of reasons for separation that didn't or doesn't involve actually breaking up. So let's see. Does your person consider reaching out? Right now, they have an energy of stillness and reflection. So let's see. Does this person consider reaching out? I worded that question really badly. Star. Okay, card of Aquarius. You might be dealing with an Aquarius. This card is coming up in the upright. So, that is saying that whoever your person is does know what their heart wants. Okay? And a lot of times with the star, your person might be feeling like you are far away. I feel like for a lot of you, there might be some type of travel involved here. They might feel far away from you, or they feel you are far away from them. And then we have Two of Swords. They might feel like, I'm going to hold off on that one. And then we have Page of Cups. So if there was ever a card, that we would look for if someone is considering reaching out, this could be it. It doesn't feel like a big message. It feels smaller. Maybe like a smiley face. They might send you a smiley face emoji, or, just a, hey, how are you doing? I want to see what this Two of Swords is about. Five of Wands. So if this person appears to be kind of cold, kind of standoffish, almost blocking you, I feel like it's because on some level, they may not know exactly where they stand with you. They know what's in their heart. They know what they want, but they don't know where they stand with you. Hence the small message. This isn't going to be like a lover's type of message. It's going to be a friendly, hey, how are you doing? Okay? And, that might take them a lot of courage to do that. It might take them a lot of courage to communicate, because we know that this person's heart is involved. So let's take a look at the Page of Cups. What is that message potentially going to be? All right, so we have the Hermit in the reverse. Okay. So Hermit is you, Virgo. Okay. That's why I'm laughing. And then we have the Lovers in the reverse. And then we have the Page of Wands. Okay. I feel like this person might be saying, where have you been? What are you doing? You know, the Lovers in the reverse says that this person absolutely feels the connection with you still. Okay, how have you been? Long lost lover. Right here. Okay, this would be present day. You know, this would be long lost lover. Where have you been? How are you doing? With a little bit of a flirty twist. There's a little flirty twist here. This person might be a little bit casual about it, maybe almost too casual if it's been a long time. But they might have stars in their eyes still when it comes to you. All right, so let's see. What is the question this person would ask you? What is a question that this person would ask you? Part of me feels like they kind of want to know if you would be open to this. With that Five of Wands, you know, not really knowing where they stand. What would they ask you? King of Swords, card of Gemini, the Emperor, very, very masculine energy here. And then we have the Six of Pentacles. So I feel like this person, in a very unemotional way, they might point blank ask you if you're married, if you are with somebody now, you know, Six of Pentacles, are you giving to somebody else? Is somebody else in your life? Somebody that might be very important, the Emperor. And King of Swords, communication. You know, King of Swords can be a little witty. You know, when I think of King of Swords, you know who I think of? I think of Gordon Ramsay. That's the only reason that I like the King of Swords. Because I feel like Gordon Ramsay is a King of Swords, for sure. You know, he has a very masculine way about him. You know, he very rarely, you know, shows the deep part of his heart. But he does show it a little bit in his witty conversation, witty ways, the way he teases people, right? So I always think of Gordon Ramsay when I see the King of Swords. So I feel like that's almost like their approach. You know, kind of a light-handed, light-hearted approach, kind of keeping their heart out of it to protect themselves a little bit. But I feel like they would just ask, you know, do you have somebody in your life? Emperor can be a husband, you know, they might be asking you if you are married or have a husband or wife, depending on which way it goes. So I see that with those two cards, and this card is telling me how they would approach it in kind of a witty, maybe sarcastic way. And with the Page of Cups here, you know, again, I feel like they're kind of tiptoeing. They're tiptoeing in. This person is nervous to, I feel like, know what you might say. So let's see, on the King of Swords, elaborating on this question they might ask. All right, so we have the Nine of Cups. Then we have the Seven of Pentacles. And we have the Knight of Cups. So the witty thing that this person might say is, Have you been missing me all of this time? Okay? Have I been a big dark secret in your life? Because I'm ready to come back. Knight of Cups, secret love. Seven of Pentacles, I want to be what's next. Nine of Cups, you're my wish. Am I your wish? Am I your wish in life at this point? Interesting. All right, so what we have Aries here, we have Aquarius, we have Pisces, Knight of Cups, King of Swords, that's Gemini. We had Virgo, which is you. So we had a lot of signs in this one. So let's see what this person, might say in their stillness here. What might they say, or what are they reflecting on, possibly saying to you, in addition to being witty? What's really in their heart here? All right, what do we have? I love what you say and how you say it. This just came up. Gosh, who did I do before you? Gemini. This just came up in Gemini's reading. So what you say and how you say it. They love what you say and how you say it. So whether you talk a lot, whether you talk a little, whether you're very detailed, whether you have a beautiful voice, this person loves to hear your voice and they love talking to you. They love hearing you talk. All right, so what else would they tell you? There's secrets that they need to share. Now, this doesn't have to be something dark, deep, and nefarious. It could just be that they like you, or they still like you, or they still love you, okay? So it doesn't have to be something dark. But that is the throat chakra, that is the heart chakra. And then what do we have? I have challenging thoughts that distract me. So I feel like this is them telling you that right now, they're doing some real thinking when it comes to you. So let's see what that's about. What type of thinking are they doing? Ace of Wands. Page of Swords in the reverse. And Six of Wands. So we've got a lot of wands here. They're thinking about taking some action towards you. Six of Wands. I feel like what's stopping them is that they don't want to take the action unless they know they're going to be successful. Victory, okay? And Page of Swords in the reverse basically says, they don't want to be they don't want to be impulsive about this, but they probably will be, okay? Because I feel like, especially if you're dealing with a Gemini, this might just come out of the blue, okay? It'll be truthful, but it might be a mess how they go about saying it. They admire how you talk, how you speak, maybe the words that you choose to use. They might feel like they're not up to snuff with how they speak. You might love how they speak, or you might love their voice too. But they feel I feel a little less than when it comes to that. They want to know for sure that you're going to say yes, and you may not. There's kind of that energy through a lot of the readings today. It's like, will you or won't you? So let's end this with some oracle cards. 2 for you, 2 for them. All right, 1 for you, 1 for them. And I'm going to use these number cards, which have been serving me well this week. All right, 1 for you and 1 for them. All right, so what do we have for you? Abundance, 88. Wow, okay, so you might have to decide what abundance is to you right now when it comes to your life, how this person may or may fit into it. You might have to decide what it is you want. You might have been up in the air. We had that Two of Swords earlier. You know, you might be playing games with this person a little bit. Let's see. Surrender. Sometimes learning to surrender can feel as if you're dying. Okay, this might be difficult for you. Okay, it might be difficult for you to surrender to allowing yourself to be vulnerable with this person. The ego learns what's hardest, to stop trying to control the whole universe. This is a Virgo card for sure, okay? Because that can be difficult for you, Virgo. You know, you like to have your ducks in a row. You're not somebody that takes well to surprises, okay? So surrendering, giving up control, that's a little bit difficult for you. But it feels like in some way this connection might require you to step outside your comfort zone a little bit. All right, so what do we have here for your person? Moderation. Number 14, that's Temperance. That could be Sagittarius. So moderation and balance, like taking a moderate approach with this person is probably the best way. Not doing anything too big, too fast, too soon, too quick. What else do we have here for your person? Worth. You've been worthy to belong to love all along, without any need to improve. In fact, you are love itself. So this might be what this person is reflecting on in their stillness. They are realizing their worth. Their worth doesn't depend on what somebody does or doesn't do. All right, they may absolutely want you in their life, but I feel like since you have seen them, they have addressed this for themselves, realizing, you know, they're just as worthy as anybody else. They are realizing that they are love incarnate. So for you, it feels like you have to surrender your ego a little bit. I feel like that can bring in abundance for you. And for this person, you know, this could be speaking to your person in terms of moderating something in their life too. You might know that there's something that this person might need to moderate a little bit. Or this is how they prefer to be approached. They might have overindulged in the past in something because they struggled with self-worth. So it could go a couple of ways there. All right. All right, Virgo, that is what I have for you. If you're looking for a deeper, more personal reading, you can certainly reach out. You know, in terms of whether or not this person will be reaching out, I say it's more likely than it's not. And I feel like it'll be it will be kind of light, kind of flirty, not very deep to begin with. All right. All right. So that's what I got. I will talk to you next time. All right. Thanks so much. Bye.